is a Bahamian business? If it's a business operating in the Bahamas that improves some aspect of our social landscape, fuels money back into the Bahamian economy, while giving Bahamians an opportunity to develop professionally and personally, then Bahamas Striping definitely fits the bill. Formed 3 years ago by young entrepreneur and government self-starter recipient Atario Mitchell, Bahamas Striping is not just dedicated to marking roads, but committed to leaving indelible marks on the lives of young Bahamians. Youth who are not just in search of a job, but in pursuit of a career.
Well, yeah, having a career and having a job is almost two different things. Yeah, saying a job is just somewhere you go, you work, you do what you got to do, and then you get out. But a career is something that can hold you for a lifetime. So to me, they more based on building young men too. That's why I like the company too. You see, they just encourage us to do certain things. They ask you what your goals is in life, and the same as they want to go and help you to get forward in life, whatever the case is. But when it comes to a career, like I say, a career can always take you. That's something we're gonna always have to be done. It can always be needed. So I mean, that's the best thing to go for. You don't just go for a job, because most of the time, if you can go to a job, you ain't gonna like a job or something like that, then you can be ready to switch. But when you pick up a career and that's something that you like, I mean, you ain't have no problem doing that. You see what they saying? Every day you go to work, it'd be a joy to go to work and do what you have to do, and you feel a little fulfillment from it.
Well, I love the work I do. You know, it's a great experience for me. I learn enough, and it's a new trade that I see in the Bahamas that I really want to learn and get involved with.
The job is exciting to know that young people, young Bahamian guys are going to be the ones putting the lines on the road. So as I drive, I can show people, like, hey, this is my work, this is what I been into, and stuff like that, you know.
Well, in this particular field, this market was normally controlled by a foreign company. And once I started my company, I wrote letters to the government, letting them know that I'm a Bahamian company, that this work shouldn't be given to foreigners. I'm a Bahamian, I actually employ Bahamians. The foreigner doesn't employ any Bahamian at all. So I feel that as a Bahamian, employing Bahamians, I feel that I should have first right to this job. And it wasn't like I was successful in getting some work, but now after meeting with the Deputy Prime Minister, Mr. Davis, he assured me and my company, along with other striping companies, that we will have a fair chance to get work under their administration. And so far, I have been getting a fair chance, and work you see me, what I'm doing now is actually work that was given to me through the ministry. And all they ask me to do is keep up the good standards and keep on employing Bahamians.
Maintaining a quality standard is not just lip service for Mitchell, who took an unprecedented and costly approach to employee development and training.
Mr. Mitchell and his company, I consider them very visionary. He has, over the past 6 to 9 months, I think, I've brought in a UK trainer that is properly trained in striping, and the gentleman has been actively involved in embracing the UK standard and lending that assistance to his company. So they are doing that on a daily basis. I know that they're having meetings outside of their project portfolio. So they are being properly trained, and I must commend him for a 3-year company spending that type of resources to bring in a consultant at this time to properly train his staff. So he has taken all the necessary steps that needs to be taken in order for his company to further advance.
Well, there's two types of striping. There's paint and there's thermoplastic, like what we doing now. That is what you see on the major highways and stuff like that. It's a more complex product. So and dealing with the highways, the markings have to be accurate. So what I did is I went and find a UK certified striper named Brian Bostock and bring him in to train me and my crew to make sure that we do the work up to the correct standards.
Well, to be honest with you, the work that Mr. Mitchell and his company does up to this point is personally on par. And I can say the last set of work that I've witnessed is even better than some of the work that we have seen done by their foreign counterpart.
My role on site is basically to teach the young Bahamian guys that we have on board as our employees. I'm basically teaching them about what should be striped as per the UK standards which we abide to here in the Bahamas. And I'm basically learning them how to mark out roads, and pedestrian crossings and arrows and stop junctions and everything that is involved. They're picking everything I'm showing and teaching them, they're picking it up really quick. Obviously, a lot of this line of work you have to gain experience by actually practicing it on the ground. You can only teach so much in a classroom. I've been teaching them in that classroom environment about sizes and dimensions and different things that are needed in different areas. Obviously speed of traffic determines a lot of what we do as well. They're learning really quickly. The practice is the actual thing that is going to be the telling point. If they can actually apply what they're learning to what we do on the road, keeping themselves safe and keeping the public safe, then we have a lot to achieve.
And even though it may seem that road striping is really just striping the road, closer inspection reveals this industry is more technical than it seems.
To my surprise, all of his staff is well trained and they are all fully engaged in some aspect of the work. They all bring value to his company. So you don't see you have a guy just sitting down or standing on the sideline doing anything. They are always engaged in the work that needs to be done.
Then it's obviously basically finding out where things are going. We mark things out. We basically design a layout on the ground before we put anything down. We use chalk and string method, we use a rope, and we use tape measures and measuring wheels. Once everything's marked out, we then basically heat up the plastic. Like I say, this job isn't just about painting lines, it's about maintaining the equipment. It's about making sure the plastic's the right temperature. It's making sure that we have the right conditions.
My vision for the company is to have teams throughout the whole Bahamas doing work on an area island throughout the Bahamas. So when I bring someone in, with the idea they will be able one day to lead a team. Understand? So I push them, I encourage them to every day try and learn something new. Don't just sit back and wait for me to tell you to do something. Take initiative and go ahead and do what you know what's supposed to be done.
A lot of what we do will determine certain accidents, who's to blame, and a lot of law comes into what we do. So we have to make sure that what we put down is to the right standard and to the right specification. It's not just about painting lines.
So Mr. Mitchell may have started off painting lines on New Providence roads, but his goal has always been to expand. So far, so planned, so done.
My company is in the process of branching out into curbing, sidewalk making, or wheel stop making, at least manufacturing. We're going to be getting into pothole patching. Pretty much a full-fledged road maintenance company. We actually have looking at actually branching off into road cleaning, manhole cleaning, and highway sweeping as well. But the goal, like I said earlier, is to actually have branches of Bahamian striping. In June of this year, we actually looking forward to having our first branch open in my hometown, Abaco, whereby I look to hire about 10 persons down in Abaco to actually run the facility down there.
And of course, expansion of services means more equipment and employees qualified to use that equipment.
We just recently purchased 2 new striping equipments, which is the updated version to the paint machine, and we actually have a new thermoplastic remover, which is called a scrabbler. We are actually in the process of bringing in some new equipment that help us with the manufacturing of the wheel stops and the sidewalk as well.
And my responsibility is that the skills that I've learned and gathered since I've been here, to pass on to the new guys so that they'll get up to the speed that I am. So when the boss come, he'll be able to pick on any one of us and say, go there and do that. I have responsibility of making sure when it's time, the storage is stocked and ready. When it's time for a job, all the equipment we need for a job is there. So we're not no lacking off or nothing.
But it doesn't seem that this crew is very interested in slacking off. The general consensus is actually gratitude.
Well, to tell you the truth, me personally, I always was a hard-working young man. I grew up learning how to work and making my own money from parking, bag and everything, washing cars, doing all these things. That was always me. I mean, you know, during the course of life, sometimes I make some odd choices and then say that I'll be doing different business. But I always was a working person. That's just me. I grew up like that. And like I say, well, you say with people, ain't into working in the sun or whatever the case is. Like I say, I built for the sun anyhow, so it don't matter. It don't matter to me. I like hard work, you see.
And honest living, like I say, for me personally, making art is a very good thing. I don't have to go there and rob. I could actually like ride the roads and as anywhere, not only the Bahamas, not only Nassau, but the family islands. As I go, I could say, hey, well, I do that work there, and I could do it as a reference point and say, hey, that's what I do, coming into this company as Bahamas Striping and knowing that I could one day give them some competition out there, be an arm out there or branch off from them, doing subcontracts for them,
I am a former student of Doris Johnson Senior. I graduated in 2012, and I'm the youngest guy in the company, and I actually have the potential and experience about learning more about the company. I only been here about seven months, and I already got all these roads and lines and measurements down pat.
Thank God for Bahamas Striping, to keep me generating some revenue,
Living proof indeed. Not only are these young men fully engaged, they are what many Bahamian men have ceased to be, encouraged and empowered.
Just like I say, this company, I looking to be in this company, tell like they even give you the option where they say us, man, if you see a couple years and you don't feel like you could do something yourself, you go and start your own thing. So that show you, they encourage you to get it on your own. You don't just have to work for the rest of your life for somebody. You could start your own thing too, so you could be your own entrepreneur in life, you see.
Well, definitely for me being a young person, I could remember walking down the street and coming across a elderly lady, and when she see me, she actually grabbed a pistol tighter. You understand? Like I noticed that I'm not a criminal, and to me, I just want to give these young guys a chance, at least a second chance, because the guys that I hire in the best guys, I don't judge them if they have a criminal past or anything like that. I look at a second chance. All I ask them to do is to show up to work on time, show interest in what you're doing, and do your best to learn.
As for me and my president, Mr. Mitchell, he told me I have a lot of potential, and he could see that I can do the work without any interruptions or any distractions. So I look forward to being the youngest president in the company. It is, like Ronnie Butler say, age is nothing but a number. So I don't have a problem with doing the work, because I know I can push it over.
Anytime Bahamians are employed, that cut down on crime, cut down on the unemployment rate, which is very high, both crime and unemployment. And I think that is what is needed more of in the Bahamas. More companies looking to hire Bahamians instead of bringing in foreigners. Pretty much invest in Bahamians, because that's the only way to keep the Bahamas safe and to keep the Bahamas moving forward.
Mr. Mitchell has, I think, revolutionized the local striping industry for Bahamians. And me personally, I'm very proud of what he has done. And the proof is in the pudding. You can actually go to his job site and see the product.
You can see the Bahamas striping team all over the island, pushing out the work, as Anton says. Just recently, they put their mark on a site in southwestern New Providence.
I know they have just completed the Carmichael Road corridor in the front of the new shopping center. And the work there is really commendable.
Yeah, well basically we're doing a pedestrian crossing here. We're marking out crossing panels so that people can get from one side of the road to the other.
I on the job, I could, this like a trade, I could make money, I could get a career, so the sun don't really bother me.
I guess the best day might be a cool day, but it don't make no difference to me as long as I'm on the site and I'm doing something, I good to go.
Good to go. When was the last time you heard that statement uttered by a young Bahamian man with regard to his job, his career, his future? Good to go.
The road wasn't easy, it wasn't short, it was actually long and hard. I could say that the Bahamas Striping is now the leading striping company in the Bahamas, and we look to branch out and become a road making company very soon. We have a lot of new products coming into the business. I'll say early next month. So you can expect a lot from Bahamas Striping in 2013.
Indeed, Bahamas Striping has delivered, and they're just getting started. If this is what the new definition of a Bahamian business is, in more ways than one, our country is good to go.